also found out that he has also volunteered at his parents' nursing homes. So he has seen firsthand what the healthcare system, the healthcare insurance system has done to these people. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and if you didn't already know, act like you know, because it's Adazo. So let's hop right into this video. So for all of you that are new here, thank you so much for subscribing, and thank you for coming on this journey with me, anyways, before we hop in though, do me a favor, don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment, and without further ado, let's just hop right into this video. So, for those of you that don't know, the person that pew-pewed the CEO of United Healthcare has been apprehended, or at least who they suspect it to be. The suspect's name is Luigi Mangione, and he is 26 years old from, I think he lives in Baltimore, Maryland, and he's from Honolulu, Hawaii, or he lived there or something like that. Anyways, they are assuming that the reason why he pew-pewed the CEO because of his own experience with the healthcare industry, the monstrosity of the healthcare industry, and specifically with United Healthcare. So a lot of people are rejoicing in the fact that the CEO has been pew-pewed, and they are rejoicing on the fact that they are finally being seen, or somebody has taken that step. Do I necessarily agree with taking somebody's life? No. But others I have seen on the internet have had, a long discussion on the fact that now that they've uncovered more facts about Luigi Mangione's background, that he is from a wealthy family, and his family owns a lot of nursing homes, and they've done some background research on that, and how his family's nursing homes aren't necessarily the best places for people, elders. They're kind of getting, a better image about who is this Luigi Mangione person. They also found out that he has also volunteered at his parents' nursing homes. So he has seen firsthand what the healthcare system, the healthcare insurance system has done to these people. And they have gathered that, he may have felt empowered by that, and especially by his own experience about how he was in an accident and he harmed his back. And as one would do, because not all of us have money to pay up front our medical bills, his insurance, I guess he went through the process of, asking his insurance to cover the expenses from the hospital for his back injury, and probably medicine as well. And as you can imagine, he was not helped thoroughly through his insurance, and that can fuel a lot of frustration for a lot of Americans here in the United States, because when you essentially, what we're doing, we're investing in our health, but our insurers are not reinvesting within us. So it's harmful. It's dehumanizing in a lot of ways. And I feel like his full message was to show that, one, it doesn't matter what background you come from, pain is pain. And everyone wants something to at least mitigate that pain or eliminate it in totality for them. But our healthcare system, our healthcare insurance doesn't care. And I guess he really opened up the eyes of the American people to show them that it doesn't matter from where you come from. You too can also be in a chokehold. You too can be strangled by the system. You too can be watch other people that you love be harmed by the system, and it's not a great feeling. It's dehumanizing. And again, I'm not saying that I'm happy or doing a little dance party, little jig about this, because again, somebody did lose their life, and we could go back and forth whether it was necessary or not. But from what I've been seeing, I think that it was maybe a cruel necessity, at least from what I'm seeing online of what people are saying to them, to the internet streets. It seems like it was a necessary cruelty or act for them in order to make them see, or at least have, class solidarity, because that's what I've been seeing online. And I'm sure you as a viewer here have also been seeing the same rhetoric, the same sort of ideas or ideologies, I should say, online. It's opened up their eyes. It's not a left or a right issue. It's an American issue. It's a human being issue, because in college, I argued down how human rights is not universal. They say it is, but it is not universal, because we have unishards that take place, eliminations of whole ethnicities, races, pillaging through people, denying them healthcare services based off of ethnicity, race. It's upsetting. It's kind of like it's broken the fourth wall for a lot of people, and it's definitely something to ponder on. And I think that the media right now is kind of trying to create this image oh, he's wealthy, kind of throw that in the people's face to kind of maybe continue that class divide in a way. But nobody, they don't care the fact that he's wealthy. They care the fact that somebody that is that wealthy, or comes from that wealthy of a family, that comes from that educational background, that comes from a seemingly stable background, has too been screwed over by the American health care insurance system. And I feel like the media is missing the point. I get it that, you want to shame the people that are laughing or rejoicing about it, but you're missing the point. You're missing the point every single time. If anything, you're making him even more heroic in other people's eyes. They see him as doing this for the greater good, for the betterment of people. You're making people rally more together. And it's not a bad thing that people are rallying together, that they are having this deeper conversation about the healthcare system, and having a first-hand or a second-hand experience through Luigi Mangione, at least his story, not about the peopling of the CEO, but about his story. There's something to be said about that story and how people are connecting on that and coming together on that. They're like, wow, I never knew that someone of that stature or of that class could be experiencing what my grandmother experienced, what my grandpa experienced, what my sister experienced, my mother experienced, my dad experienced. There are so many different stories coming out on TikTok where people are now coming out about their experience with that very same company. There was a woman that she said that she also worked for United Healthcare insurance, and she talked about how the culture of the company, at least one of their offices out in a different state, how they didn't really care for their employees. At one point, they had them smoking from across the street that was next to a homeless shelter, but there was a lot of drug dealers and stuff like that going on. Two of their employees were kidnapped, allegedly kidnapped right in front of the the building and then let go. The woman said she didn't know how they were let out of the van, but they were somehow let out. They escaped from that encounter. And then she said the culture of it just worse and worse and worse every single day that she worked there. She said at one point, because of that incident, they had them smoking out back, but then all of the unhoused people came out, and people that were drug dealers also came out and were harassing them and whatnot. And within the company, they hired a bunch of people that did drugs in the bathroom, and it just created a very, very unsafe environment. And it didn't seem like anybody of authority, a manager, supervisor, was doing anything about it. And then they also had an incident where an employee, a disgruntled employee, almost came to the office and pew-pewed the employees there. And they allegedly covered it all up. So there are a lot more stories coming out, especially on TikTok, and it's being amplified, and people are just telling their experiences. I've heard the most gut-wrenching stories, and I literally had to take a break from TikTok because I was just like, wow, this is one of the most saddest stories I've heard in my life. And I know there are plenty more that have been affected by these insurance companies. And like one story in particular, I said earlier, an insurance company literally gave them the money after they had already buried this family member. Buried the family member. If that's not disrespectful, if that's not... Again, all I'm saying on my channel is that I am not promoting violence in any shape or form. I am just reacting to this, giving my own thoughts, and really just here for the conversation that us Americans will continue to have, and hopefully there are bigger changes on the way, bigger and better changes for our society, because people aren't gonna just let it go. They're not, especially because they see a connection between everybody from working class to middle to, you know, the one percenters, or, you know, the wealthier. They see a bridge has been formed, and it's not the type of bridge that you can just burn down. It's not. And I don't think these names that they're name calling him and trying to paint him as this huge villain is gonna work. So yeah, hopefully, again, people aren't misconstruing my words for me partaking and rejoicing in this. If anything, I hope that this video helped open your eyes a bit more as to like why people are reacting in the way that they're reacting. And it just furthers the conversation and change in the future for this country, because the people deserve better. Especially for their health. They deserve better. So yeah. Anyways, let me know what you guys thought about this video down below. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And if you're interested in any of the stories or any of the information that I've talked about, I will do my best to put it all in the description box down below, and people's TikToks that I have talked about certain information on my video. So yeah. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!